like to have a group of objects that have a story, like making a film. You have two different chapters, and then you have a book. A little bit like that. So here is where I work when I do the jewelry, and I have the other spaces. Well, I have everything.
Yeah.
I was very much in love, like you are when you are 17 years old, and I became a Jew. These are the earrings, all the traditional earrings.
Okay.
Traditional earrings of this area.
Of this area, yes. Since I became a Jew, they helped me. They told me, choose the school you want, because they are very expensive. So I choose two instead of one. And I went to the new school, which is still a very important school. And then I went to another one that was more like a classic. So I had the two realities, a very classical and then a very contemporary. Entonces son flores que el árbol tiene y entonces yo hice la composición. Y los hice con lámina de plata y de oro.
Wow, la flor de encino.
And then, from there, I came to Santa Clara.
Okay.
I divorced, came to Santa Clara, and met Jim, which is the love of my life. That was the first very strong thing I did. I didn't make bad things. But that was one for my family who was Catholic. So, because I married a Mexican Jew who was born in New York, I went to live in New York. And when I started to see museums, that in that epoch in Mexico there were not museums. I mean, you didn't see the art, the Museum of Modern Art didn't exist. So this is the first time I was confronted with the expressionist, with the abstract, and then I decided that's what I want to do. I want to be an artist, innocent in every way. But I knew I have already lived in New York. You know what it means to live in New York, and in that epoch, in the 60s, it was the hippie, the militant, name it. So I had that reality. Collective creativity, this is it.
Todo artista digno de su nombre se da cuenta que lleva dentro de sí las semillas de su negación, que su talento surgió de un genio colectivo al cual un día... Oh, that's so beautiful. I got the chills.
Yeah, it's beautiful, it is. This tejo is a round piece of metal where they sprung all the different shapes. They first do that, and then they hammer out the piece that they are going to do, a jar, whatever. So I thought of using that part to make my art. And the first big thing that I had was that Fine Arts accepted to have my piece in the Museum of Modern Art. This piece is made, is a man, and then here it becomes, here's a man, and then by turning it, it becomes a woman. But there are two tejos, you know, these two round prime forms that I did it from. Since I use the prime form on all the forms that exist in Santa Clara, that kiss I did too. So my first project was to use the prime form of Santa Clara to make, instead of a jar, a kiss. That's the first project. The second big project was the Statue of Liberty that sprung out of working with the women and teaching them jewelry. Another very important is the rubber ball that was made the time when they celebrated the union between Europe and America.
So you would take a tool to create with?
Yes, I will create the tool to create. Because you first have the tool and then you create product. I mean, like Jean, all the tools he created, there was a reason to make a shape. When I did that axe and all the different things that I've done, I have used tools, and many of them were created by James. So my art and James are very, very together. Since until 2012 that he left, and then I have to look for myself. And this, since I have all this technology, and since I have the town, and since I have the forest, I mean, I have lots of things. I mean, I'm a lucky girl, that's for sure.